Hey Liz, I was thinking about our upcoming rafting trip and wanted to discuss the rescue equipment we need to have. You know, rescue situations are all about acting fast and efficiently.
Absolutely, Sam. When preventative measures fail, we need to be ready to resolve the situation. The time available is often limited to just a few minutes. What equipment do you think is essential?
For starters, every member of the team should carry a throw bag, a knife, a nylon tape sling, and 2 carabiners. These basics can deal with almost any situation.
Right, and for those who might need to enter the water during a rescue, a whitewater chest harness is crucial. This adds an extra layer of safety and efficiency.
Exactly. Let's start with the throw bag. Its main use is to get a line to a swimmer, but it can also be used for ensuring the safety of rescuers, recovering equipment, or rigging a tarpaulin. The rope should be floating and made of a material like braided polypropylene, no less than 5/8 inch in diameter. Anything smaller can be dangerous, as it can slice through muscle and sinew like a cheese wire.
That makes sense. A line that floats is less likely to get snagged on the riverbed. I read that lines made with a core of Kevlar, Spectra, or Dyneema are also available. They are stronger but more expensive.
Yes, they are twice as strong but also twice as expensive. The length of the rope is another important factor. Medium ropes, between 49 to 65 feet, are the most useful as throw lines. Shorter ropes of 33 feet or less are good for narrow technical rivers, while longer ropes over 65 feet are used for recovery or positioning rescuers.
Agreed. And both the bag and the rope should be highly visible, with bright colors like yellow or orange being the best. Dayglow colors are great when new, but they tend to fade quickly. Having different colored ropes, if carrying more than one, can help differentiate them.
And the shape of the bag matters too. A cylindrical or bucket shape is best for ease of throwing and repacking. It should taper so that it's narrower at the leading end and wider at the end the rope comes out of. This design helps ensure smooth deployment.
I see. It's best to remove any handles or knots from the throwers and to minimize the risk of snagging. Packing the throw line correctly by feeding it down into the bag, rather than shoving it in handfuls or coiling it, is crucial to ensure it runs smoothly without snagging.
Absolutely. Proper care and maintenance are vital too. Ropes should be rinsed in clean water after use to remove mud, sand, and grit. They should be dried and inspected visually and by running them through one's hands for any signs of damage. If there's any doubt about the rope's integrity, it's best to retire it.
And ropes should be stored out of direct sunlight to avoid weakening from UV rays, and away from petroleum products, which can weaken them unnoticed. Storing throw lines coiled and out of their bags helps ensure they're inspected and correctly packed before use.
That's a good point. Now, about knives, anyone carrying a throw line should also carry a safety knife. It should be easy to access and securely retained when not in use. Small sheath knives or lock knives are ideal for this purpose.
Definitely. Large Rambo-style knives are impractical, likely to snag, and can present an aggressive image. Plus, they're illegal in some places. The knife should have serrated edges for cutting ropes and be accessible with one hand.
And attaching a knife with a lanyard isn't recommended, as it could flail around dangerously in strong currents. A small folding saw could also be useful in certain situations, such as cutting away strainers.
For sure. And let's not forget the nylon tape sling. An 8-foot sewn sling of tubular nylon tape can be used for various purposes like creating an anchor point, fastening a rescued boat, or securing your own boat while you climb onto a rock. It should be kept in a pocket for quick access.
Otherwise, a snake sling can be used and carried similarly. For raft guides, it doubles up as a flip line to right upturned rafts. The length of the sling will depend on the size of the guide and the raft.
And carabiners are essential. There are 2 shapes, D-shaped and pear-shaped, which come in snap-link and screw-gate types. Pear-shaped ones are more versatile as they can take more than one rope and be used with various knots and hitches.
Snap links are quicker to use, while screw gates are stronger and more secure. Professional rescue teams only use screw gates because they ensure the carabiner won't accidentally detach.
That makes sense. In water-based incidents, though, speed is crucial. So many prefer snap links. A good compromise is to use a snap link to secure the throw bag and a screw gate on the tape sling.
For technical rescues, a whitewater chest harness is necessary. It must release reliably under various loads and be integrated into a PFD for stability. The harness should self-release before pressures reach levels that could cause chest injuries and should be high enough to keep rescuers in a stable, breathable position.
And it's crucial to use a screw gate when attaching a line directly to the chest harness. Snap links can work their way into retaining straps, making it impossible to release the line when needed. A cow's tail can also be useful for attaching the line without contorting yourself.
True, but some paddlers prefer to do without them as they can snag or reduce mobility. Elasticized cow's tails help mitigate these concerns, but they're not always necessary if a buddy is controlling the line from the bank.
Perfect. With all this equipment and proper training, we should be well prepared for any rescue situation. Let's make sure everyone on the team is familiar with these tools and their uses.
Absolutely. Practice and competence are key. Let's plan a training session before our trip to ensure everyone is comfortable and proficient with the equipment. It's not just about having the tools, it's about knowing how to use them effectively in high-pressure situations.